Okay, good morning again guys and welcome sa subject natin for today. And today's lesson will be about the continuation of the basic formulas na pinag-aralan natin. Uh, After ng basic formulas, we will now be introducing yung chain rule na tinatawag. And then meron tayong general power formula. And then dadaanan din natin ngayon yung higher derivatives tinatawag tsaka implicit differentiation. Okay? So at the end of the session, ito yung learning outcomes natin. Of course, to discuss nga yung chain rule and find yung derivative using yung tinatawag na rule na to. And then next is yung state natin, yung derivative using yung general power formula. So yung general power formula is yung formula, formula? Formula number 4 ata natin, yung basic formula natin, which is yung power formula natin. Okay? So yung power formula natin, gagamitin lang natin si chain rule kung bakit pinag-combine natin yung chain rule tsaka yung power formula. Kaya tinawag siyang general power formula. Okay? Then next is yung find natin yung derivative ng higher functions. And then state natin and illustrate yung rule on implicit differentiation. Okay? So explain natin kung bakit tinawag siyang implicit differentiation. Okay? Contents of this session are as follows. So chain rule, yung general power formula, higher derivatives, and implicit differentiation. Okay, so let's start with chain rule. So, ano ba yung tatawag na chain rule? So, may cases kasi na, halimbawa, may function kayo nakita na minsan ang hirap tingnan ng function kapag i-derive mo siya ng diretso. No? So, halimbawa, yung y natin equals a certain function na in x. No? Ngayon, nag-isip yung mga mathematicians before how they can solve easily yung function na yon using yung basic formula natin. Kaya lumabas yung tatawag natin chain rule, no? So si chain rule is basically yung x variable doon sa function natin. Nire-represent natin siya by another variable which is yung u, okay? And then i-derive natin siya in terms nung bagong variable natin which is u. Okay? So for example, meron tayong function na y is equals to square root of x cubed minus 2x minus 2. Okay. Ngayon, pag nakita mong ganyan, sabi mo, 'di ba, naka-radical nasa loob siya ng radical, tapos ano pa siya? Cube of ano pa siya? Polynomial siya na cube yung highest degree niya, no? So, para ma-simplify ito, pwede daw natin i-represent yung function of x natin, gagawin natin u. So, ibig sabihin, let natin na si u is equals to x cubed minus 2x minus 2. And then yung original function natin ngayon will be y is equals to square root of u. So, comparing yung dalawang function, makikita natin na ito, kung ipapaderive sa atin in terms ng u, mas simple siyang i-derive kumpara mo dito sa function na to. Okay? So, kasi ito, pag change mo na to in u raised to 1/2. So, yan, basic na to, na power formula, ibababa mo lang yung 1/2 u, tapos magma-minus ka lang ng 1 doon sa taas, kaya maging negative 1/2, no? Yan na agad yung derivative mo. Pero sa chain rule, kailangan ibalik mo yung sinubstitute mong value. Okay? So, dito, ito yan, no? Nag-let ka ng u. So, si u, kailangan i-derive mo din siya. No? Kaya meron dito, yung nakuha nating u, i-derive mo din siya in terms ni x. So magkakameron ka ng du over dx. Kasi ang kailangan mo makuha, ang goal natin ay dy over dx. Kaya makita mo dito, si dy over dx is equals to yung dy natin in terms ni u mo siya din-derive, which is ito, no? And then i-multiply mo siya nung du over dx. So ibig sabihin, yung in terms ng u over dx. Kasi ito, pag dinerive mo yung u, di ba may natira? Okay? So, di ba sa power formula, bawa x raised to n, di ba ang derivative niyan, x, n minus 1, tapos dx. Okay? So dito, kung u raised to n yan, kailangan n x n minus 1 du. Okay? And si du, makukuha mo dito. Okay? So, pag dinerive mo yon, so u is equals to x cubed minus 2x minus 2. So, du in terms ng x, so this will be 3x squared minus 2. Okay? So, yun yung sa substitute mo dito na i-multiply mo siya dito sa function mo dinerive mo para makuha mo si dy over dx. Okay? So, in short, kailangan i-represent mo yung variable mo na y, na x, in terms ng u, and then i-derive mo siya separately. Yung y, derive mo by u, ito, and then yung u, derive mo in terms ni x, and then yung makukuha mong value pag bumultiplyin mo para makuha mo si dy dx. Kasi si du is magka-cancel out siya. Kaya magiging siyang equal sa dy over dx. Okay? So, hindi ko tinapos yun sa example kasi we will have example naman after nito. Okay? So, apply natin sa official example kung paano ginagamit si chain rule. Okay? So, let's say, pinapahanap yung dy over dx. Pero yung function natin, y is equals to 1 over 1 minus u. And then binigay na si u daw is 1 over 1 plus x. So, kailangan hanapin lang natin. So, sa chain rule, sabi sa kanya, chain rule is equals to dy over du times du over dx. So, pwedeng hanapin mo muna si dy over du, tapos hanapin mo si du over dx. So, meron tayong si y is equals to 1 over 1 minus u. Okay? So, pag hinanap natin si dy over dy over du, so dy over du, then paano natin derive to? Di ba ito is derivative siya ng quotient. Okay? And since constant to, pwede natin gamitin yung u over v is equals to negative u tv over v squared kasi constant yung numerator natin. Again, please go back to sa basic formulas natin na discuss natin if ever you are nalimutan natin yung formula na dinidiscuss ngayon. Okay? So, dito, ang u natin is ito. Ito yung v natin. So, substitute natin sa formula. So, negative 1 times dv natin. So, derivative ng ilalim. So, that is negative 1. Kasi u lang yung madederive natin doon. Then, 1 minus u squared. Simplify, we have 1 over 1 minus u squared. Okay. So, ito yung dy over du natin. Meron na tayo ibig sabihin dito. Wala pa tayo is du over dx. So, du over dx natin ngayon, yung u natin is equals to 1 over 1 plus x. So, derive natin, du over dx is equals to, same ulit, pwede ulit yung derivative ng constant, yung numerator, no? So, ito yung ulit yung formula natin. So, this will be negative 1, dv natin is also 1 over 1 plus x squared. Okay? So, pag sinimplify, negative 1 over 1 plus x squared. Okay. Paano pag sinubstitute mo na siya ngayon? So, dy over dx is equals to, dy over du is 1 over 1 minus u squared times yung du over dx natin is negative 1 over 1 plus x squared. So, paano natin masa-simplify? Kailangan si u ibabalik na natin dun sa given natin dito. Okay? So, meron mo tayo nakalagay na si u is equals nito. So, 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 plus x squared times negative 1, 1 plus x squared. Okay? Simplify. This will be 1 plus x. So, 1 plus x minus 1 squared times negative 1, 1 plus x squared. So, pag sinimplify, this will be, ito magka-cancel out. So, this is x over 1 plus x squared times negative 1 1 plus x squared. Okay. So, anong kasunod niyan? Palitin ko lang to. Okay. So, itong first term natin, pwede natin gawing i-ano natin yung x, yung squared. So, magigitong 1 over x squared over 1 plus x squared times negative 1 over 1 plus x squared is equals to 1 plus x squared over x squared times negative 1 over 1 plus x squared. So makikita nyo, pwede na kayo mag-cancel out. So yung final answer natin na dy over dx is equals to negative 1 over x squared. So basically, na-simplify natin na ito daw pala yung answer dun sa problem na to. Okay? So by using yung chain rule, mas pwedeng na simplify yung problem, no? Kasi kung halimbawa yung original given is y is equals to 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 plus x. Okay? So kung mas convenient na i-combine mo na agad yung o ayusin mo agad yung mismong fraction mo, pwede din naman. Pwedeng hindi mo siya i-apply yung chain rule, no? Pero ang inaano lang ni chain rule is you have an option na gawin to para mas simplify natin yung equation natin. Okay? Question. Example number 1. Naintindihan yung example number 1? Hello?
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next. Okay, we have this one. If y is equals to u squared plus 6u minus 2 and u is equals to 4x squared plus 8x plus 1, find dy over dx. Okay, again, dy dx equals to dy over du times dx over, du over dx. Okay, so yung y natin, kunin muna natin siya, yung derivative niya in terms ni u. So, dy over du is equals to 2u plus 6. Okay, and then yung para sa x, so u is equals to 4x squared plus 8x plus 1. So this will be du over dx is equals to 8x plus 8. Okay, substitute natin. So dy over dx is equals to 2u plus 6 times 8x plus 8. So ngayon, may u tayo dun sa loob. So sa-substitute natin. So 4x squared plus 8x plus 1 plus 6 times 8x plus 8. Okay. So simplify, we have 8x squared plus 8x plus 2 plus 6 times 8x plus 8. Further simplify natin, 8x squared plus 8x plus 8 times 8x plus 8. Okay, so ano po ba pwede simplify dito? So, pag ano na, is distribute na natin. Okay? Ito ba pwede ba siyang gawin in terms ng 8x plus 8? Let me check na. Okay. So distribute lang natin isa-isa, no? So this will be 64x cubed plus 64x plus 64 plus 64x squared plus 64x plus 64. Okay. So 64x cubed, then plus 64x squared plus 128x plus 128. Okay. So dy over dx is equals dito sa answer na to. Okay? Or pwede, pagdating dito, okay? So, ano ba yung pwede natin pwede tayong mag-factor out, no? Sige. Lagay natin dito dito before tayo mag-substitute ng value. So, okay. So, pwedeng gawin natin dy over dx is equals to factor out natin yung 2 plus 3. Tapos, factor out natin yung 8. This will be x plus 1. Okay? So, this will be 16. Then, yung u natin, substitute natin, 4x squared, 8x plus 1 plus 3 times 8 times x plus 1. Okay? So, 16. So, this will be 4x squared plus 8x plus 4 plus x plus 1. And yung nasa loob nyon is factorable ba siya? Okay. So, pag sinimplify nyo pa yung nasa loob niya, so, pwede i-factor out yung 4. So, x plus 2x plus 1. Okay? X plus 1. So, pag ginano, magigitong 64x plus 1 cube. Which is also the same as this one. Ano lang to. Tawag to, simplified form. And then ito yung kanyang factored form. Okay? So, both answer are accepted. Depende na lang sa pagkakasimplify. No? Okay? Question dito sa number 2.
Sir, pwede pa ba nating i-simplify yung 64x cube, yung buong equation by 64 para magiging x cube na lang siya plus x square plus 64
Yes,
x
pwede
plus
din naman. Magiging 2x plus 2.
Apo, ganyan,
Yan,
ganyan.
pwede din.
Pwede po din yan.
Yes, pwede din siya.
Sige pa.
Okay. Okay, next. Yeah, so ito. So, if y is equals to u squared plus 2u and u is equals to v squared plus 2v and v is equals to x squared plus 2x, find natin yung dy dx. So, kung makikita nyo dito, tatlo na yung variable natin. Meron tayong u, v, at x. No? So, para makuha si dy over dx, no? So, nakita natin dito, si y is in terms ni u. So, kailangan si dy, i-derive natin in terms ni u. Tapos, dito makikita natin si u is in terms ni v. So, dapat si u i-derive natin in terms ni v. Tapos, dito, si v is in terms ni x. So, dv dapat i-derive natin in terms ni x. So, ito will be canceled out. Ito will be canceled out. So, makukuha natin si dy over eventually. Okay? So, kailangan lang natin kunin yung respective derivative niya tapos multiply natin para makuha natin si dy over dx natin. Okay? So, kunin natin. So, si y is equals to u squared plus 2u. So, anong derivative niya? So, dy over du is equals to 2u plus 2. Okay? So, pwede natin factor out din. So, 2u plus 1. Okay? Next. U is equals to v squared plus 2v. So, that will be du over dv is equals to 2v plus 2 or 2 times v plus 1. Si v natin is equals to x squared plus 2x. So, that will be dv over dx is equals to 2x plus 2 or 2 times x plus 1. Okay? Ngayon, sa substitute natin siya dun sa nakuha nating formula. dy dx will be equals dun sa dy du natin is 2 times u plus 1 times times 2 times b plus 1 times 2 times x plus 1. Okay? So, pero yung value natin ng u and v, wala pa, no? So, kailangan substitute ulit natin yung nandun sa given equation. So, multiply lang natin yung 2. So, this will be 8. Then, yung first term natin na u. So, yung u natin ng value is, saan na yun? Ito, b squared plus 2v. So, v squared plus 2v plus 1. Tapos, itong v plus 1 natin, ang value ng v natin ay ito. Okay? So, x squared plus 2x plus 1. Tapos, x plus 1. Okay? Next is, ano yung value ng v? Sa-substitute din natin yung value ng v. Okay? So, pag sinubstitute natin yung value ni v, 8 plus v squared, magigitong, so, x squared plus 2x squared plus 2 times x squared plus 2x plus 1 times itong x squared plus 2x plus 1. Ano ang factor niya? So, factor niya, di ba, x plus 1 squared. Mas may multiply ka pang x plus 1. Next. So, 8 times yung nasa loob, pwede pa ba siyang ma-simplify? So, pag simplify natin yung nandun sa loob, that will be ilan ba to? Pwede yan maging x plus 2x plus 1 squared. Tama ba? Wait. So, pag sinimplify ito, this will be x to the fourth plus, para ma-combine siya, x to the fourth plus 4x plus 4 plus 2x squared plus 4x plus 1. Ito will be times x plus 1 cube na. Okay, pinagsama na itong dalawa. So, this will be 8. And simplify lang, x to the fourth plus 2x squared plus 8x plus 5. Okay?
Sir, saan po nanggaling yung 4? Kasi x square, tap, oo,
X square square.
cube, oo. Ay, x square, tapos
Sige.
4x. Pero
Sige.
saan po nanggaling yung 4?
Itong 4 na to. Sorry.
Yung 4 na yan, yeah.
X squared plus 2x. Oo nga, no. Teka. I-simplify na lang natin. Hindi ko nakita itong sa B. Okay. Ayan. Ayan. So, dito, yung sa B, simplify muna natin si B. Si B is pwedeng i-factor out as B plus 1 squared. Okay? Then ito, finactor out din natin x plus 1 squared times x plus 1. Okay? Para hindi tayo malito. So, this will be 8. Tapos tsaka natin i-substitute yung value ni V na x squared plus 2x plus 1 tapos naka-squared siya times maging x plus 1 cube. Okay? Then itong x squared plus 2x plus 1, that is also x plus 1 squared tapos naka-squared pa siya doon. Okay? X plus 1 cube. So this will be 8 times x plus 1 to the fourth x plus 1 cube. So simplify natin 8x plus 1 to the 7. Okay? Yeah. So mas madaling i-simplify siya ng gano'n. Yeah, so that will be the answer for this one. So pwede din naman yung halimbawa hindi ka nagpa-factor out, no, na halimbawa nagsa-substitute ka na nagsa-substitute. So makukuha mo lang yung kanyang ang tawag nito, yung kanyang expanded form niya. Okay? Pero pag finactor out mo siya, that will be x plus 1 din at the end. Okay? So, dito, again, after getting yung derivative ng each variable, so ito yung nakuha natin. Then ito yun. Nagkameron ng 8 kasi minultiply natin yung tatlong 2. Okay? Kaya nagkameron ng 8, nilagay na natin dito. Ito sa first one, sa u plus 1, yung u natin dito, kinuha natin to. Yung b squared plus 2b, kaya nagkameron ng b squared plus 2b. Kaya may kasama siyang plus 1, kaya may plus 1 siya dito. Okay? Same with v. X squared plus 2x daw siya, so ito yon. May plus 1 siyang kasama, so ito yon. Okay? Then last one, x plus 1, ito yon. Then, since factorable itong dalawa, with respect to sa kanya-kanyang variable, pinactor muna siya na v plus 1 squared tsaka x plus 1 squared. And naka-multiply din siya sa x plus 1. Itong dalawa is same sila ng term, same sila ng base, no? So, pwedeng yung numerator nila by law of exponent, i-add lang natin since parehas yung base niya. Okay? Kaya nagkameron ng x plus 1 cube. And then yung b natin dito, sinubstitute ulit natin yung value ng b na x squared plus 2x. Kaya ito yun. May plus 1 ulit siya. Kaya may plus 1 siya. Naka-squared yun. Kaya wag mo kakalimutan yung squared niya dun sa labas. Ngayon, itong term na to, na x squared plus 2x plus 1 is also factorable. Kaya nagkameron tayo na ganito dito. Na naka-squared pa din siya. Don't forget yung squared. And by law of exponent, kapag naka-square ang power by another power, minumultiply natin yon, kaya naging 4. Okay? Since itong dalawa, parehas ulit sila ng base, pag nagmumultiply tayo ng variable, ng same variable, pinag-add lang natin yung kanyang exponent, which give us 7. Okay? Okay? Question pa regarding sa chain rule? Meron ba?
Okay naman po, sir.
Okay? So, bigay tayo ng isang problem na na kayo yung magse-set ng value ng u. Okay? Hahanap lang ako ng problem. Wait lang.
Sir, yung madali lang, nakakaiyak na kasi.
Ay hindi, kasi baka mamaya magreklamo kayo pagdating naman ng exam, humihirap. Madali yung example, pagdating ng exam, mahirap. Okay? Kaya nagbibigay ako ng mahirap na example. Sige, dalian natin. Sige, mas simple, no? Hahanap ako ng isang problem dito sa book. Sige, ito ang simple. Okay, may next ba? Wala. Okay. Ito. Let's say may given tayong na pinapanap yung first derivative, y is equals to cube root of 1 minus x to the 4th. Okay? So, yan yung given. So, by conventional method, gagawin natin y is equals to 1 minus x to the 4th, 1/3. Diba? And gagawin mo, pag kinuha mo yung derivative, that will be 1/3, 1 minus x to the 4th, tapos 1/3 minus 1. Nag-power rule tayo. And di ba sa power rule, kailangan, once na na-derive mo na yung nasa loob, de-derive mo din, at once na baba mo na yung numerator, o yung n, no? Kailangan derive mo yung nasa loob, which is to. Ang derivative nun is 4x, negative 4x cubed. Tapos de-derive mo pa ulit yung variable niya times 1. Okay? So, yung answer natin should be 1/3 1 minus x to the fourth. So 1/3 minus 1 is how much? That is negative 2/3 times negative 4x cubed. Pag sinimplify, we have negative 4x cubed all over 3 times 1 minus x to the fourth, 2/3. Okay? So nilagay sa ilalim kasi negative yung exponent, yung degree. So this will be your final answer kapag yung conventional way ng pag-solve niya. Okay? So ito yung conventional. And try natin siya ng chain rule. Okay? So sa chain rule, gagawin ko, ito yung given, no? 1 minus x to the fourth. Let ko ng u is equals to 1 minus x to the fourth. Okay? So si y ko will be equals to cube root ng u or u raised to 1/3. Okay? So para makuha ko si tamang derivative, dy dx, again, si dy with respect sa u times du with respect to x. Okay? So, derive natin. So, si y is equals to u raised to 1/3. So, that will be dy over du is equals to 1/3 u 1/3 minus 1. Okay? So, derivative ng u is 1 na lang din. So, be 1/3. Okay ko din. U negative 2/3. Okay? Yan na yung dy du natin. Ngayon, yung kasunod, si u is equals to 1 minus x to the fourth. So, du over dx natin is equals to negative 4x cubed times 1. Okay? So, negative 4x cubed. Ngayon, i-transfer na natin to sa formula. So, du dx natin is 1/3 u negative 2/3 times negative 4x cubed. So, that will be negative 4x cubed over 3u 2/3. Ano yung value ng u mo? Yung value ng u mo, sa substitute mo na lang, 1 minus x to the fourth, 2/3. Which is also the same no na solve natin dito. Okay? So, more or less parang mas nagiging mahaba sa pag chain rule yung gagamitin mo. Pero mas convenient sa part mo kasi hindi mo na miss out yung derivative nung each term. Kasi dito may tendency ka ditong mamali dito, no? Especially halimbawa, nalimutan mo na kailangan i-derive mo pa pala yung loob, nasa loob. Okay? So kung halimbawa hindi ka marunong, ang ginawa mong derivative dito is ito lang yung dinerive mo. Ito lang yung pagkaka-derive mo kasi sa power naman. Usually yung given natin is single variable lang, hindi siya polynomial no? Kaya hindi tayo nagde-derive dati. Ngayon, since meron tayo dito, kailangan de-derive mo siya. Which is sa chain rule, yun yung nangyayari. Pero kung halimbawa sanay naman kayo na yung sa power formula, sa basic formula natin na kino-consider lahat ng derivative ng variable natin, so gamitin niyo yung mas convenient sa inyo as long as na-consider yung lahat ng kailangan i-derive.
Sir, question lang po.
Yes.
Doon lang po sa yung sa last step na lang po, yung 1/3 po. Reciprocal po siya din.
Aling 1/3?
Naging 3 po baga.
Ito.
Naging 3 po baga sagot sa baba sa denominator.
Hindi kasi 'di ba ito is nasa denominator siya. Ito ay over 1 over 1. So pag minultiply mo siya, nasa ilalim lang siya. So hindi ako nag-reciprocal. So parang ginawa ko lang 1/3 times yung u over 1 times negative 4 over 1. So pag pinag-multiply mo yung lahat mga nasa denominator, yung 3 nasa ilalim talaga.
Okay po. Sige po. Thank you po.
Okay? Question pa? Okay. So yung next is yung general power formula. Basically, yun na din yun, yung ginagawa natin na yung chain rule o yung nire-represent natin yung mismong function natin na x in terms ng another variable u, ito yung nangyayari sa ano ngayon. Ito yung in-apply ko na dito, no? No? Kasi may power yung example na nakuha ko no, naka-radical siya. So sa general power formula, yung power rule natin dati na 'di ba dy over dx is equals to halimbawa y is equals to xn na ang derivative niya ay n xn minus 1 dx, no? Okay. So ito din 'yan. Kung papansin niyo, no? Ito din 'yan. In terms lang siya ng u, yung general power formula. So pag halimbawa yan, mas simpleng example, 1 minus x lang. Okay? So y is equals to, pag ginawang exponent, 1 minus x raised to 1 half. Let natin na u is equals to 1 minus x. So y is equals to u raised to 1 half. So y prime will be equals to, okay, baka mali to. Gawin natin dy dx is equals to 1 half u 1 half minus 1 times 1. So this will be 1 half u negative 1 half. Okay? And then para dun sa u is equals to 1 minus x. That will be du over dx is equals to 0 minus 1, or du over dx is equals to negative 1. So applying yung chain rule natin na dy over dx equals to dy du times du over dx. That will be 1 half ng u, negative 1 half times negative 1. So yung dy over dx natin be equals to negative 1 over 2u raised to 1 half. Pero hindi natin pwedeng iwan na u lang siya. So balik natin siya dun sa original form niya, which is 1 minus x, 1 half. So this will be our derivative for this problem. Okay? Question? Okay. Another one. Okay. Yan. Paano pag yung radical ngayon may quotient na siya, no? Okay. So, paano yun? Kung halimbawa, dalawa yung value ng isang x plus 2, isang x minus 1. Anong gagawin mo? So, pwede kang mamili kung alin ang i-present mo as your chosen chosen variable, no? Pero ano ba yung pwede nating i-apply na ruling sa kanya? So parehas naka-square root yan. So by law ng radical and law ng exponent, pwede natin siya i-present as, since parehas siya naka-square root, pwede siya maging x plus 2 over x minus 1. Diba? Okay? Tapos, paano ba siya i-present? So kung ganyan na siya, so this will be x plus 2 over x minus 1 raised to 1 half. Tapos ilet mo na u is equals to x plus 2 over x minus 1. Okay? So yung y natin ngayon will be simplified na u raised to 1 half. Ngayon, derive mo siya. So dy du is equals to 1 half u negative 1 half. So, nirekta ko na, no? Same yan nung previous example. And then, yung sa u natin, u is equals to x plus 2 over x minus 1. So, derivative tayo ng quotient. U over v. Ang formula again is v du minus u dv over v squared. So, this will be du over dx. X minus 1 times 1 minus x plus 2 times 1 all over x minus 1 squared. Simplify yung numerator, x minus 1 minus x minus 2 all over x minus 1 squared. Cancel out yung x. This will be negative 3x minus 1 squared. Yan yung value natin for du dx. So, para makuha si dy dx, so substitute natin 1/2 u negative 1/2 times negative 3x minus 1 squared. Okay? So, pag sinubstitute natin yung 1/2, so 1 over 2 u raised to 1/2 times negative 3x minus 1 squared. Okay? So, substitute natin 2. As value ng u natin is x plus 2 over x minus 1 squared. 1/2 pala, sorry. Times negative 3x minus 1 squared. So, simplify natin. So, again, pagsisimplify nito, 1 over, pwede natin distribute naman yung 1/2 dun sa nasa loob natin. So, that will be 2 times x plus 2, 1/2 over x minus 1, 1/2. Okay? Times natin ng negative 3x minus 1 squared. Okay? Pag pinag-multiply na natin yan, this will be negative 3 all over 2x plus 2, 1/2 times x minus 1, 1/2 squared, okay, over x minus 1, 1/2. So, pwede na tayo mag-cancel out ng x minus 1. So, pag kinancel natin to, mababawasan to ng 1/2. So, this will be 3/2 na. Or 2 minus 1/2 kasi nasa numerator, nasa division tayo. 2 minus 1/2, 3/2 yun. So, this will be negative 3 all over 2 times x plus 2, 1/2 times x minus 1, 3/2. Okay? And this will be our final answer. Okay? So, matter na lang ng pagsisimplify ng function yung labanan dito. Okay? Kasi minsan, ang problema sa student, hindi alam yung basic rule pagdating sa exponent, sa radicals, no? Sa fraction, kung paano nagkukuha ng LCD. So, yun yung challenge, no? Sa pagsisimplify na lang ng mismong function. Pero derivative itself, very, very straightforward yung kanyang formula. More on simplification nagkakamali ang student. Okay? Question for example number 5. Okay? Okay tayo? Walang violent action? Okay? Sige. Okay, next. Higher derivatives tayo. So, tinawag lang siyang higher derivative kasi yung na-derive natin, kukunin lang natin ulit yung derivative doon. As basic as that. Yung definition niya. No? For a while. Okay, noted yung kay Mr. Shaw. Okay. Going back, basta sa higher derivative, ino-obtain lang natin yung derivative nung previously known derivative nung function natin. Okay? Halimbawa, di ba, yung ginagawa natin dati, ito yung first derivative. Ngayon, yung second derivative niyan, kukunin mo lang ulit yung derivative nung function na nakuha mo. Which is, pag ito, kukunin natin second derivative, mahirap na yan, no? Kasi yung denominator natin, tingnan nyo, nakakatakot yung denominator natin. Okay? So, kailangan kang mag-derivative ng product, tapos may power, may ano. Pero kaya naman yan. Pero umpisahan lang muna natin sa medyo simpleng example lang muna. Yan. So, let's say we have this one. Ayan. So, if u cube is equals to a squared t, pinapanap sa atin yung second derivative nung du, nung u with respect to t. Okay? So, kailangan is so papansin nyo, UNT yung variable natin. So any letter na present doon sa function natin na hindi respect ng UNT, considered siya as constant. So ibig sabihin dito si a squared, although naka-square siya, constant yan. Okay? So parang kung halimbawa kung number, halimbawa yan ay 2 squared, no? Pero arbitrary lang muna siya ngayon. So ang kailangan natin, kunin natin yung this second derivative niya. So yung first derivative niya, kailangan gawin muna natin in terms ng u lang yung function natin. So yung function natin is a squared t. So para maging u lang siya, kailangan i-cube root natin or erase natin both side by 1/3. O i-cube root natin both side. Okay? So pag kinube root natin both side, erase by 1/3, this will be u equals to a squared t.
1/3.
Yan.
4 over 3.
Okay? So dito naging nawala na kasi 3 over 3 na siya, no? Kaya naging 1 na siya. Okay? Ngayon, pwede natin kunin yung first derivative natin, du dt natin. Equals yan sa 1/3 a squared t plus 1/3 minus 1. So power formula lang tayo. Times yung derivative nung nasa loob. So yung a squared t. So derivative ng t, so a squared lang. Okay? Simplify. We have 1/3 a squared t. So 1/3 minus 1 is negative 2/3. Times a squared. Further simplify natin, this will be a squared over 3a squared t. Dapat ito ay naka 2/3. Ito yung first derivative natin. Pero kailangan natin is second derivative. So yung from first derivative natin, kukunin natin ngayon sa second derivative. So meron na tayong fraction. So derivative ng quotient na tayo ngayon. Okay? So again, si a is treated as constant. Kasi hindi siya in terms ng u or t. So pwede natin gamitin na formula again is yung constant yung u na u dv over v squared. Okay? So para do sa second derivative natin, so ang yan, ganyan yung form niya. Okay? Is equals to negative u dv, so negative, tapos kung ano yung value ng u natin, which is a squared. Then dv natin is derivative nung nasa ilalim. So that will be 3 times 2/3 times a squared t 2/3 minus 1. Times yung derivative nung nasa loob, a squared. Okay? Again, ito yung equation natin. So, itong 3, kinopya lang natin. Ito yung exponent niya, so binababa natin, di ba, exponent. So, ito na yon. Tapos, yung maminusan natin yung exponent ng 1. Tapos, yung derivative nung nasa loob. Ito yan. Okay? Over dt squared. Over yung squared nung ilalim. So, 3 a squared t 2/3 e squared natin yan. Okay? Simplify natin. So, isa-isay natin. So, yung 3 pwede mag-cancel out. Yung a squared pwede na natin pag-multiply, no? So, magiging a to the 4th. So, negative a to the 4th. And then, may 2 pa pala doon. So, may 2 a to the 4th. A squared t 2/3 minus 1 is 1/3 na. Negative 1/3. Okay. All over, this will be 9 a squared t. So, multiply lang 2/3 times 2 is 4/3. Okay. Simplify. We have negative 2a to the 4th over 9 a squared t 4/3 over a squared t 1/3. So same ng variable, pwedeng pagsamahin. So 4/3 plus 1/3 ay ilan? 5/3. So negative 2a to the fourth over 9 a squared t 5/3. Okay? Pwede pa ba simplify yan? Tingnan natin. So si a squared t naka-raise ng 5 tapos ang cube root. No? Tama ba? So, ibig sabihin, pwede siyang maging, pwede tayong ilabas. Okay? A squared t 3 times a squared t squared. Okay? Pwedeng ilabas yung cube. So, matitira lang is a squared t cube root of a squared t squared. Okay? So, pag sinimplify pa, this will be negative 2a to the fourth. Again, sa simplification ng labanan dito, no? T, tapos cube root of a squared t squared. Okay? Si a, pwede natin cancel. Magiging 2 na lang. So, yung final answer will be negative 2a squared all over 9t cube root of a squared t squared. Okay? So, this will be our final answer. Pag higher derivative. Medyo madami na talaga, medyo ano na talaga siya. Masyadong madami na. Okay? Okay? Or pwedeng gamitan natin isa pang solution kung saan mas madali, no? Sige. I-derive natin as is. U cube is equals to a squared t. Okay? So, gawin natin itong 3 u squared. So, du over dt is equals to a squared. Okay? So, ito pala mas madali. So, ito, para makuha natin du over dt, divide both side lang natin by 1, multiply natin by 1 over 3u squared. So, magiging a squared is equals to 3u squared. Plus ba? Okay. U 1/3. Okay. So, yung value ng u squared, then kunin natin yung second derivative. So, u squared du dt. So, du dt, d squared u dt squared will be equal sa quotient natin. So, that will be negative a squared 6u over 3u squared squared. That will be negative 6a squared u all over 9u to the fourth. Okay? Cancel out yung u. That will be negative 6a squared all over 9u cubed. So, simplify natin. That will be pati ako nalito na, no? 6 over 9. So, pwede maging negative 2 nga siya. Okay? So, that will be negative 2a squared over 9u cubed. And alam natin na si u cube, ito yung value ng u cube. Ito ay 3. Sorry. 3. So, negative 2a squared all over 3a squared t. So, cancel natin to. Negative 2 over 3t. Tama ba? Pwedeng maging yun yung final answer. Uh-huh. 6u dut. Okay, negative a squared, 6u du dt. Yan. Yun yung problema no dito. After natin i-derive yung ilalim, so kung naka-derive siya, dapat meron tayong du dt dito. Okay? So meaning dapat mo-multiply din natin yung first derivative. Okay? So equals to negative a squared 6u times du dt na a squared 3u squared all over 9 to the 4th. Okay? So, mga pwede i-cancel. So, yung a, that will be this will be 3. The 2 lang pala, 2. So, negative 2, a to the 4th over 9. So, magka-cancel yung matitirang isa. So, u to the 5th. Okay? So, same lang din. Same nung answer natin dito. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, itong a squared t natin na to, ito yung u natin. Which is the same dito. Ito is magiging siyang negative 2a to the 4th, 9 u cubed u squared. Okay? So, negative 2a to the 4th over 9. Yung u cube natin is a squared t. Then u squared natin, hindi pa alam yung value. No? So, magka-cancel tong squared. So, negative 2 over 9 a squared t u squared. So, hahanapin mo pa yung value ng u, which is ito nga yun, yung square root, yung cube root of 80 squared. So, negative 2a squared over 9. 9tu squared. Okay? So, hanapin pa yung u squared. So, mula dito, kukunin mo yung value ng u. So, dito ito din na magiging sagot. Eventually. Okay? So, I think ito na lang yung sundan natin na solution. Okay? Okay, another one. So, siguro mas maikli-ikli itong isa. For higher derivative. Medyo nakakalugaw talaga, no? Okay, so higher derivative. So, dx squared over dt squared. So, ang gagawin ko is, again, to simplify muna yung ating given sa... Okay, so, gawin natin x cubed 80 squared. So, pag dinirect 3x dx over dt, okay, equals to 280. Okay, so dx over dt natin will be equals to multiply natin ng 1 over 3x squared both side. This will be 280 over 3x squared. Yan yung first derivative natin. Second derivative is derivative ng quotient. Okay. So, ito yung u, ito yung v natin. So, formula natin is v du minus u dv over v squared. That will be 3x squared Tapos du natin is in terms ng t. So, okay lang yan. Minus u dv. So, 280. Tama ba? Okay. Tapos dv natin, 3x. So, um, 6x. Tapos dx over dt. All over squared. 3x squared squared. Okay. Simplifying, we have 9x squared minus 1280x times yung dx natin na 280 over 3x squared all over 9x to the fourth. Okay, simplify natin. Ang pwedeng i-simplify, si x pwede cancel out dito. May matitirang isa doon. Okay, so this will be 9x squared minus 1280 times 280. So that will be 24 a squared t squared all over 3x all over 9x to the fourth. Okay. Simplify yung numerator. This will be 27x cubed minus 24a squared t squared all over 9x to the fourth. Simplify 27x cubed minus 24a squared t squared all over. This will be 27x to the fifth. So pinagsama yung parehas denominator, no? Okay? And then pag nakita mo yung x to the fifth, yung x cubed, sa substitute mo yung 80 squared. Okay? Which is ganun siya kahaba yung solution niya for higher derivative. Okay? So, pag kinuha natin yon, pag sinimplify pa to, ma-digest mo pa kaya pag sinimplify? So, sige. I-leave ko muna to dito. Ang iyan ko na lang mas simpler example na mas ma-digest natin yung concept ng higher derivative. Okay? So, ito na lang. Y is equals to negative 3x plus 3x squared minus x cubed. Okay? Pinapakuha halimbawa is yung third derivative. Ano yung third derivative natin? Okay, so pag first derivative, this will be negative 3 plus 3 times 2, x2 minus 1 minus 3, x3 minus 1 times 1. Okay, so this will be negative 3 plus 6x minus 3x squared. First derivative natin. Second derivative, that will be constant na, so 0 plus 6 minus 3 times 2 times x, 2 minus 1 times 1. So second derivative natin will be 6 minus 6x. Yan na lang. Then third derivative natin will be constant minus 6. So yung third derivative ng function is equals to negative 6. So ayan po yung higher derivative natin. Okay? So, basta de-derive mo lang ng i-derive yung given function natin. Kung ilan naman yung hinihingi. So, yung dito, i-try nyong ituloy, no? So, ito, may x cubed tayo dito. Sige nga, tuloy natin. So, 27. Okay ko dito. Ayan. So, basta ito yung nakuha natin doon sa last slide. So, gawin natin 27, 80 squared minus 24, a squared t. Plus 27, gawin natin yung x cubed na 80 squared times x squared. Okay? So, pag inano natin, yung sa numerator, pwede natin i-factor out yung 80 squared. So, this will be 27 minus 24a all over 27 squared x squared. Okay? Cancel out natin yung 80 squared. Okay? This will be 27 minus 24a all over 27x squared. Okay? And okay, double check natin to. 27x cubed minus 24a squared over 3x. So 3x squared times 3a. Ba't naging 3a ang derivative ng u? So dapat ito ay 2a lang. 2a. So this should be um, okay, so may mali pa ako dito. May mali pala ako dito. So this will be 6ax squared. Okay? 6ax squared. And then, pag minultiply ngayon, this will be 18ax squared. So 18ax cubed. Okay? So, ito dapat ay 18ax cubed. So, pagdating dito, si 18ax cubed will be 18a times 80 squared. Okay? So, ang pwedeng factor out natin is a squared, t squared. This will be 18 minus 24 all over 27, 80 squared x. So, cancel natin yung isang a. So, yung matitirang a na isa. So, this will be negative 1824 is negative 6 all over 27x. Yeah. So, this will be the final answer for this problem. Okay? Ayan. Para lang makompleto itong sa higher derivative. Okay? Again, sa higher derivative, derive lang natin ulit yung given derivative by another time. No? Kung ilan man. Kung halimbawa, pinakuha pa dito yung fourth derivative. So, derivative ng constant. So, 0 na yung magiging sagot. Okay? Then last, yan, implicit differentiation. So, sa implicit differentiation naman, isama ko na din, no? Madali lang naman to. Ang naging implicit lang siya kasi hindi siya exclusive in one variable. Meaning, dinederive natin siya ng sabay ng dalawang variable. Which is hindi naman bago doon sa ginagawa natin kanina. Okay, dito. No? Dalawang variable siya. Okay? So, ano yung example niya? So, let's say ito. X squared plus y squared is equals to a squared. Pinapanap yung second derivative niya. Okay? Pero implicit dapat. So, ibig sabihin, i-derive natin siya both. So, this will be 2x plus 2y dy over dx. Okay. Is equals to, derivative ng constant ay 0. Okay. So, 2y dy over dx. Transpose yung negative 2x. Then divide natin both side by 2y. So, dy over dx will be equals to negative 2x over 2y or equals sa negative x over y. Yan yung first derivative natin. Ngayon, second derivative natin. So, derivative tayo ng quotient. So, y double prime na lang gagamitin ko. is equals to UV natin. So, VDU minus UDV. So, V, tapos derivative nung numerator minus UDV, so negative X. Tapos, derivative nung Y is 1. Tapos, dy over dt. Dy over dx. Okay? Lower y squared. So, simplify, this will be negative y negative x times dy dx natin is negative x over y all over y squared. Simplify, we have negative y. Tapos negative times negative is positive x squared over y squared. Simplify yung numerator, that will be y. Then times natin negative y squared plus x squared all over y. Then, yung denominator magsasama, this will be x squared minus y squared all over y squared. So, this will be our second derivative. Ito. Pag sinimplify natin siya. Okay? So, sa implicit, dalawang variable lang yung nangyayari. So, again, same na din siya nung sa higher derivative, no? Tulad dito, meron tayong x, meron tayong t. Yung isa, kung saan tayo in terms nagde-derive o saan yung requirement, yun yung hindi natin lalagyan ng dx, ng derivative na sign pa, no? Okay? So, meron pa ba? Yan, ito last na ata to. So, find the slope of the curve. Ito yung given equation. So, alam natin na slope ng curve is yung first derivative natin, no? Yung first derivative. So, kunin lang daw natin yung derivative nito. So, pag in terms ng x, si x, hindi natin lalagay yung dx over dx, no? So, 3x squared plus 5y to the fourth dy dx minus, ayan, derivative ng product. So, 3xy is product, no? So, ipa-plus ko na lang muna, tapos derivative ng product. So, we have yung derivative UDV plus VDU. So, 3x times 1 dy dx plus y negative 3 minus 4x is equals to 0. Okay? Simplify natin. 3x squared plus 5y to the fourth dy dx minus 3x dy dx minus 3y minus 4x is equals to 0. May given tayong point. Yung point na yon is x and y. Okay? So, pwede natin substitute na agad. So, 3 times 1 squared plus 5, 1 to the fourth, dy dx minus 3 times 1, dy dx minus 3 times 1 minus 4 times 1 is equals to 0. Hanapin lang natin yung value ng dy dx. So, 3 plus 5 dy dx minus 3 dy dx minus 3 minus 4 is equals to 0. So, yung 3 magka-cancel out. So, this will be 2 dy dx is equals to yung negative 4, transpose natin sa kabila, will be positive. Divide natin both sides by 2. So, dy dx natin, yung slope natin na hinahanap, ay equal sa 2. Using yung implicit differentiation, nakuha natin yung value ng slope niya by deriving both variables at once. Okay? Okay. Okay, so I hope my digest pa, or you can always review our recorded session. But for now, this ends our lecture for differential calculus. Okay? So if you have question or clarification regarding the topic, please don't hesitate to message me sa Facebook. Okay? And I will try to answer your question para dun sa concern nyo regarding sa topic na diniscuss natin. Okay?